up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's try. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Miami recap. Now, I'm going to try to get through this because I just have about, I have about 20 minutes. I got about 20 minutes. So let's see. We might go over a little bit. Okay, so we start off with Martina and Julia and Nicole and Anthony. They go on a PJ somewhere. Oh, it's actually Anthony flying the plane, honey. They flew to have this dinner out with, they're going on a double date with Martina and Julia. They're going to this restaurant. It's going to be just open to them. A special menu. I love it. I wish I could have seen that scene. I would have rather seen that scene. And then we have Julia's daughter is leaving. She's 17. That's what they were talking about at the table. She was like, my daughter is leaving. They showed a clip of her crying, and the daughter was like, you are insane. Why are you acting like that? She was like, you don't know what it's like. You're not going to know what it's like until you're a mom and your 17-year-old daughter is trying to leave you. And Nicole tells her, well, you should be proud of her, because for her to be, you know, secure enough to be independent like that, you should be proud, because you did something good like that. Let me tell you something. Nicole is my favorite, hands down. She's my favorite. I like Nicole. I kept looking at her like, I like her. Everything. It's just everything. I like Nicole. So she says that she hit the jackpot with Anthony because he flies everywhere. She said sometimes they would be like, let's fly here. Let's fly here. She said before the baby came, he used to be like, you want to go have brunch in New Orleans? Let's go. Baby, he got his ass in that pilot seat and he was flying. I said, come on, Anthony, I'm here for it. She said she hit the jackpot, and he was like, yeah, we did. So Lisa takes her children to, of all places, the goddamn sugar factory. Okay, so this is a place, I guess, where the little kids eat. It's candy everywhere, and the kids are already jumping over everything. I was like, why can't she get those kids to sit down? And why is she there by herself? That's why I'm like, where's the nanny? Where's the help? There are plenty of mothers who do it on their own. But if you don't have to, why? God, like bring the nanny with you. You didn't have to do that. Them kids was jumping over everything. Baby, when they showed that little girl's face, I said, oh my God. She looked like a little fat, I don't know what she looked like, a tomato. I don't know what she looked like. She was so cute. And her little hair, she had her little hair up in a little ponytail, it was just a little furry ponytail at the top of her head. But her little face, I was like, look at Lisa's daughter. She is adorable. Grayson is cute too. Nicole's son, that is a cute little boy with his talkative self. But that little baby, I don't know what her little baby's name is, but her daughter, so cute. I said, why can't she get them to listen? They hopping all over the place. Anyway, Alexia and Marisol. What? Oh, you can see all her tracks in her hair. That's why I wrote tracks. So those are her tracks. I said, why can I see all of Marisol's tracks in her damn hair? It was just like, you could see, it was like clear as day. Was that just me? Was I tripping? Okay, was it too late? I don't know. Anyways, so Marisol wants to know about Todd and Peter. And she said, girl, it was out of control. It escalated. You know, my mother is dying. I'm trying to get married. I'm in the middle of all this stuff. Then she starts talking about how Peter is sensitive and he's a soft soul. Peter was just arrested for putting feet and hands on another person, a woman. So I'm not sure where the sensitivity comes in the soft soul. But she basically says that when the accident happened with Frankie, that Peter went through a lot. The trauma for Peter was a lot. And then, you know what? Like Peter, I think he definitely needs some intervention in terms of his mental health, because he seems to be off. And I don't know if it's his legacy coming from his father, and then like his father being into that drug game like that, and then him coming into that like life, and then just having everything and just being completely spoiled. Like he just seems like he is an entitled, spoiled person. And it does not help that he is good on the eyes. It doesn't, because more women will likely partner with him because he has access. He got the money. He's nice on the eyes, but he's a wreck. His emotional well-being is out the window. And it's like, he's not a person. Like, I would love to know why he got a divorce, because he was married. Remember, he was living in Italy or something like that, or Paris. Yeah, I think he was living in Paris and got a divorce. Who married him? Like, who married Peter? Like, girl. Anyway, so Peter suffers. He has a lot of trauma from the accident. Everybody has been traumatized. And that's why Todd said, y'all don't think y'all need therapy? Y'all need therapy. I mean, literally, like really intensive therapy. So Alexia says that it's time for herself. So she's going to be focused on herself with this wedding, but they still haven't found a location. Gertie is having a team meeting with her employees, and she talks about creating this foundation because her brother died in the earthquake, and she created a foundation for him. And no, his widow named a foundation called Kimbe La, which means hang in there, and she feels like this is her opportunity to pay it forward in the name of her brother. So I love it. Alexia's wedding spot. Alexia calls Gertie, FaceTimes Gertie, and she tells her, this is the spot that I like. She's showing her, this is Miami. I love Miami and blah, blah, blah. This is where I want to get married. So Gertie is happy. We finally have a location, and it is what it is. Larsa and Kiki are doing modeling for Larsa's line called Larsa Marie. She has a jewelry line, so she's doing a photo shoot for Harper's. I was like, okay, Larsa. She invites Kiki over because she wants Kiki to model the jewelry, and Kiki is beautiful. Look, girl, she is beautiful. Is she Haitian too? I think she's Haitian. She is beautiful. Is she Haitian? I think she was Haitian too. I'm not sure. I could probably look Kiki up because I saw her online, because me and somebody else was talking about Kiki. Me and Carlos was talking about Kiki, and she came underneath and gave a little winky emoji. I was like, look at Kiki. She's so beautiful. She is really beautiful. So they did the modeling for that's so dismissive, for her jewelry line. Okay. And she says she's had a jewelry line for a couple years. It's been successful. And so, people are buying. She wakes up, she designs something, and she gets it made. Nicole and Lisa go out. They are talking about Grayson going to school, and Nicole feeling like, a little, apprehensive. The babies are going off to school. She was like, girl, send them off to school so you can have your me time. Okay. So she tells her she wants to have a pajama party. She has a surprise for them. They're going to be actually in the largest penthouse in the United States. So that's where they're going, and she wants to have a pajama party there. She talks about how she's going to meet up with her dad because she wants to try to have a relationship with her dad. She doesn't want to have any regrets. Her mother has made her feel bad for it. You know how family does. You only get one dad. You only get one mom. And then I always think, one day I came to the realization, well, God damn it, they only get one you. They only get one child. They may have a lot of children or multiple children, but they only get one you. Just like you only get one them, they only get one you. So if she has to bend over and tie herself in a pretzel to try to make something work with her dad, he needs to put in the same effort. And that's just what it is. He made me so mad when he sat down at that table, drunk as hell, came in there with them flowers trying to sweet talk her. I was like, ugh. Anyway, so she wants to have a relationship with her dad. She wants to try. She said she wants to try to have a relationship with her dad. Nicole and Lisa are talking about how Alexia is, I don't know if she's high strung. She interrupts a lot. Even in the interview Lisa was having, Alexia calls her, and she's like, Alexia is like, is Alexia a Capricorn? What sign is Alexia? Because she was like, she jumps on the phone real quick, and she was like, what are you doing? Are you still in your interview? Like, she's like, yeah. And then she goes, all right then. And it's like very like I don't know, amped up. What sign is Alexia? Anyway, because she's just on the phone. She was talking about she interrupts a lot. And that was funny that she actually called during the interview, and they were having a conversation about how she interrupts and stuff. And they were talking, I think they were talking about the wedding, how it's a little bit stressful for her. I think that's what they mentioned. But they're going to go to a cabaret show at Faena House, and then they're going to stay in the largest penthouse in the United States. It's $50,000 a night, and they're going to have a pajama party. Those pajamas were ugly to me. Sorry, I was like, ooh. Where did she say she got them from? Somewhere in Paris. They was ugly. Julia and Ariana. Ariana talks about how she feels a little jealous. I guess she's jealous. And she feels like she's going to lose Julia's support, I guess, if Julia starts making friends with other people. I don't know. I was like, shut up, Adriana. You sound stupid. She says that there's no borders with our relationship. I don't care what anyone says. Julia says, I'm a flirtatious. That's my personality. She says, being flirtatious has nothing to do with my sexuality. It has everything to do with my personality. I said, come on, bitch. She's like, it don't matter if I'm gay, straight, whatever the fuck, I'm going to be flirtatious. And I'm flirtatious with everybody. And that's just what it is. I love it. Of all the girls, they really like her. Lisa seems to like her too. Nicole and Gertie are having a conversation outside, and Gertie tells her that the hotel where Alexia, the place where Alexia wants to have her wedding, they canceled. They said they are not prepared to take on a big production, I guess, for the wedding, for Bravo and all that other stuff. She said they're not ready to take on a big production. She's like, you gonna tell her? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell her tonight. She was like, why are you gonna tell her tonight? Right there in this penthouse, really nice. The penthouse is laid the out, okay? She was like, you're gonna tell her tonight? She was like, yeah, I gotta tell her. I can't hold on to that information. And then Gertie goes, it's not my fault. She was like, no, I'm not trying to say it's your fault, but I don't know why Gertie said that. I don't know. It isn't your fault that hotel doesn't want to take on the production. I don't think that. I was weird that she said, well, this is not my fault, like that. I was like, okay, Gertie. Alexis pulls Gertie to the side with Marisol. Marisol explains to Gertie that there are some missing elements, and Alexia is feeling nervous about what's going on with the details of the wedding. There hasn't been a cake tasting. There hasn't been, china patterns picked out. We haven't seen decorations. What's going on? And then so Gertie was like, well, first, before any of that occurs, we definitely need to have a venue. And then she goes on and she tells Alexia that the venue canceled. And then Alexia starts crying. She's like, everything always happens to me. Why does everything happen to me, Marisol? Why? So she's crying and she's like, she's just disappointed. And then I'm trying to figure out what's the rush for the wedding. What is the rush? That's what I don't understand. Like, okay, I know you set a date and you're like, we're going to get married by this day, and then you plan it, but what is the date? Are you just planning something without a date? How does that work? Because then what are we doing? What are we working towards? That's what I don't understand. I just wrote, what's the rush? I didn't get it. Anyways, so they're playing truth or dare. And so one of the dares is to take almonds and feed them to somebody from your mouth to their mouth. So Julia gets the almonds. It's Julia's turn. And as she's going to Lisa, I think it was, who was it? Lisa? Yeah, it was to Lisa. She gives her she puts it in her mouth. She gives her the almond and Lisa takes it with her mouth. And the whole time Adriana's like, you better choose wisely. You better choose wisely. You better choose wisely. You better choose wisely. And they were like, girl, you acting like y'all together. Like, y'all need to chill out. Everybody's acting like, girl, what? Why are you acting like that? You better choose wisely. You kissed her. I saw her. You kissed her with tongue. I saw her. You didn't have to do that. I saw her. You did it. And she was like, girl, that's just who I am. I'm flirtatious or whatever. And that's just what it is. That was weird. I was like, Adriana, you doing the most. You really doing the most. But anyways, that was it with that. Nicole meets with her dad, right? Girl, he comes in looking like a fucking the guys that come and beat you up if you don't pay the damn loan to the loan shark. That's what he looked like. He come in there with this old polyester suit, the glasses on, these aviator glasses with these bouquet of flowers. I think it was 2 bouquets of flowers. And he, oh, you look so nice. You're beautiful. Look at you. You're so beautiful. You know, buttering her up. She was like, okay. She was like, how many drinks have you had? I haven't had anything to drink. The part where she says you're intoxicated. He was like, I'm not intoxicated. And she was like, you can't even say it. They didn't show that in this scene. But she asked him, how many drinks have you had? He was like, I haven't had any drinks. Okay. And then she was like, you need to stop, you know, fathering children. And then he was like, you have 4 children. You need to stop procreating. That's what she told him. And he was like, he was saying something to her. She was like, something about kids. And she was like, you don't have any more kids. And he was like, that you know of. Girl, what? She wants to try to work on their relationship. I don't know. To me, I feel like it's hard to work on relationship with people who don't have consequences for their bad behavior. Because what are you working on? Because you're going to be the only one working. You're going to be the only one working. They don't have to work. There's no consequence. I could do what I do and people are going to still accept me. People are going to still allow me back because we're family. So what do I have to change for? You still going to accept me back? I can act a plumb fool. And you're still going to accept me back. And I'm going to still be sitting in your face terrorizing you. Right? Terrorizing you. In the name of what? Family? Girl. Mm-mm. Nicole is better than me. Nicole is better. You cannot work on repairing a relationship with someone who doesn't feel like what they do is wrong, or there's no consequence for the mistreatment and the bad behavior. What is the incentive when there's no consequence, or and they're always rewarded? The reward is being able to come back in and terrorize the joint. The consequence would be not to let them in to terrorize the joint. Because when they get in to terrorize the joint, and then you get tired of their shit, you kick them out, guess what? You let them back in the name of what? Family. And here they come back, terrorizing the joint. Girl, no ma'am. Nicole, you better than me. I don't see it going anywhere. I see this being a forever thing with her mother constantly trying to get her to talk to her dad. I see that just being their relationship and her being like, I don't know. Do not. He said he saw the baby. He was like, oh my God, your baby. He saw the baby at the mom's house. He was like, the baby is so cute. You did good and this and that. You're not going to be able to go in and out of my baby's life. No, ma'am. You're not going to be able to imprint them with the shit you imprinted me with. No, thanks. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.